Recording? Okay. February 21st, 2018. I'm about to go ride. It's my commute. I'm going to ride to the school where I'm teaching motion graphics and video here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And I figured I would share the ride with my friends and colleagues so they can get an idea. I do this commute about 3 times a week, both ways. It's pretty far. Got the camera mounted on the helmet. I'm going to put on the helmet now and I'll narrate it as best I can, and hopefully you get an idea of what it's all about, Alfie. Okay, catch ya. I'm going to put it on. Okay. It's my house, by the way. You see inside. Gotta go downstairs now. And hopefully I won't have to stop to see if it's rolling too much. Oh, the other thing is I'm leaving a half hour early. It's about noon. Let me see, what time is it? It is, 11:58. Because, hold on a second. Leaving a half hour early because power was out this morning. Didn't have a chance to prepare my lesson, so now the power's back on. I guess I could stay here and do it, but my rhythm is off now, so I figure I'll go early and prepare it from there. Okay, that's it. Nothing else to clean up? Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Some buffalo, see that? Buffalo meat, curing in the sun. It's good. It's zestier, and I think fatter than beef. I don't have it too much, but I did have some the other day. Okay, let's go. Gotta get there early, baby. I'm the good teacher. Getting there early to prepare my lesson. Right? And hopefully this will give you a taste of traffic in Phnom Penh in Asia. Here it has its own flavor. Whoa, baby. And just take it nice and easy. This is a motion graphics class I teach at a international university on the outskirts of town. It's pretty far on the outskirts of town. It's near Tulkok. And this must be an important guy. Oh, look at the Lamborghini. Check that out. Nice. Isn't that, yeah, you'll find Bentleys, Lamborghinis, Hummers. There's no shortage of them here. This is Phnom Penh, if you've never seen it, by Moto. And I will attempt to guide you as best I can without wiping out. Generally, people, well, I was going to say people stop at red lights, but they just didn't. During the daytime, they do, generally. At night, the police go home, I think at around 6. Well, around 6 or 7. So it does become more chaotic then. And I just realized I've got to buy a power adapter for my, let's see. I hope it's still recording. I'm going to stop it in a minute and make sure. Let me get up here. This is a cheapo GoPro clone. Cheapo GoPro. That could be the name of a band. Let me go into this little thing here. out of the way. That guy has the right idea. We don't need to do it. Well, let me go up here for a second. Check it out. Oh, they caught the rice bag man. The cops will stop him, take $2 or $5, and then let him on his way. Now, this guy's... Wait a minute, I missed the light. Does that mean I can go through this one? I think that means I should be able to go through this one, that I get a free pass. I should be able to. Let me let these students go by, though. I don't want to break the law too much. So I missed that light, and there's cops up there. See them? They're waiting, so I can't go through. They're hiding under the trees. We'll see them as we go by. They're pretty clever. That's how they get their extra income, stopping motos who swing through the light. And they were probably hoping I would do it. I was just about to, until I saw them. Unless they get me on a... There they are. All right. On a trumped-up charge. And in this age of Trump, what better time for trumped-up charges? Mind you, the Prime Minister here has been in power for 30 years. He's one of the classic strongmen of the region, and I guess you could say he makes Trump seem Obama-esque in comparison, if that is an adjective. And if it isn't, you heard it now. I made it up. Obama-esque. That's a Harley. They've started to get Harleys in here as the fat American Harley riders. They're not all fat, but many are. Leave Pattaya in Thailand and come here as things have grown more comfortable. There's the Lux Cinema, one of the last standalone cinemas of Phnom Penh, closed down. It will become a co-working space. See? Cine Lux, right over there. I've seen a few horror movies there. May its memory live on. So, by the end of this video, you'll say, oh my God, that's a long ride, and indeed it is. It's about 25 or 30 minutes. I have no clue why they chose this location on the edge of town. The university is based in Malaysia. I honestly doubt they even came here to look at the property. They just probably pointed at a map and said, okay, that looks good, without realizing distances and stuff. So, we'll see. Okay, here they go. Again, I'm Mr. J, heading out early to school because there was a power outage, and I couldn't prepare my lesson, which is mainly internet driven. You know, I have a little website that I make for the class. University students, look at this guy. Come on, man. Go ahead. Oh, you dumbass. Although I feel like in America it's probably more dangerous to ride a motorcycle because there are fewer motorcycles. Here, they're so ubiquitous that they kind of act as a cushion in the traffic. And we'll just see how it goes. Oh, see, look at this guy. He's turning right on a fucking, right here. Look at this dumbass. He started in the middle and decided to go like this. At least he had his blinker on. I've seen it all, folks. I've seen it all. I've been here in aggregate, well, at least 6 years, because I worked 1 year in Burma, in Myanmar, at the U.S. Embassy. And let's see if I can squeeze through here. All right, but not there. That's the limit. 2 years in Thailand, in Bangkok. Okay, these guys are going to squeeze through. And I first got to Cambodia in 2005. See, we are like little corpuscles moving through the capillaries of traffic. Isn't that poetic? See, look at that. Just like a little platelet. Well, platelet is already little with the let. So what's a big platelet? A plate? Not. Train station up ahead. Featured in another video I made with 360 camera attached to my head. Good. Somewhere on this channel. Or somewhere. I'm going to pause in here and make sure the camera's still rolling. This used to be a lake, and the Chinese filled it in, and it's a road that goes through it, and a mall. Go ahead. Dumbass. Okay, look. GoPro clone. Everything you see here, this wide expanse, this used to be a lake with little scrubby trees and cattails. And now it was filled in by the Chinese, who got a concession on the land, 99-year concession. They had dredges of sand. They had barges in the Basak River on the west side of Phnom Penh, dredging up sand and with giant pipes, piping it. I think those are the leftover pipes, piping it all the way over here. This whole thing was lake. Well, beyond that fence, see those cattails? That was the edge of the lake. Or maybe we are in the edge. Inside there, where all those cranes are, this was lake. All this that you see was lake. And now it's being filled in. Look at that. Right all in there. So, an engineering marvel. Who knows if it was for the right reason. They're just going to have a giant mall here and so forth. This is geographically the center of Phnom Penh, really. They do call it Phnom Penh City Center. So it's got that going for it, which is nice. Some might ask, why am I out here? Why am I? And you know, I've asked that too over the years. I've made strategic attempts to go and re-enter the workforce in America. Following my year working at the U.S. Embassy in Rangoon, in Yangon, that's Burma, Rangoon, I went to the Foreign Service interviews in San Francisco. I figured that was my best shot since I had worked in the Public Affairs Department. I made it all the way to the oral interviews. Didn't get in. And San Francisco, when I used to live there in the old days, you know, you could re-enter the workforce. I have a very strong CV in terms of multimedia digital design now. I went on tons of interviews, tons of temp agencies, work for hire agencies and stuff. Nothing was clicking. And I headed back here before I ended up on the street. I was living in a residential hotel by the end of it, $250 a week, which is what I pay for a month here. So several times around 2008, for instance, I was finishing my master's degree here in international development studies, and then I planned to head back to the States, and I was putting together a strategic workflow to head back, and then that whole meltdown happened, the economic meltdown happened in the States, and I said, it's probably not a good time to dig in now. And the other thing, this one is kind of insidious. I didn't realize this until about 3 years ago. Google has me listed. When you Google my name, Jason Rosette, it comes up as film director. As if I'm this massive Steven Spielbergian character. I have a few decent credits, but what I'm saying is, when I go to apply for work as, say, a social media campaign supervisor or digital design person, or marketing manager, something tangential to what I do, that's all fine and well and within the scope of my capabilities. But when the human resources people do a Google search of your name, which they always do, of course, they'll look at your LinkedIn and they'll do a Google search to see if you're a psychopath. It doesn't help that my name comes up as film director. They usually think, and some have said, you seem to be overqualified. And I'm basically saying, as I'm choking in a residential hotel in San Francisco, trust me, I'm not. I'm willing to use any skill set that I have that'll serve your effort. That was my experience in the job market in America. Now we exit and we go into these little warren of streets here. Not Warren Buffett, just a little maze. Oh shit, this guy's. Can we go through the walk? I don't know if he's going to go through. Yeah, he made it. Okay. This used to be a shortcut, and now everybody knows about it, so it's no longer a shortcut. You see giant cement trucks going through here sometimes. The only other option is Russian Boulevard, which is extremely busy. So now they got construction trucks going through here. Oh, pardon me. That one little crabby ass alley with dirty laundry hanging all over is the conduit between those two, linking up two major parts of this section of town. It's amazing. Okay, we got to get around this cement truck. He's driving just fast enough to be a dick, and just slow enough to be a dick. It's like catch-22. Where am I going to sneak through here? Let me go. I'm going for it, baby. Yeah, boy. Okay. Freedom. And another one's coming. Okay. Yeah, I see you, buddy. Up ahead is the intersection from hell. This is what was referred to in the Greek mythologies as the clashing rocks between Scylla and Charybdis, whatever it's pronounced. Look at the intersection when we get there. Guy is regretfully in the way. I got to get around this guy. Okay. Can we? Yeah. Okay. Morons. Look at them all lined up. This is the intersection from hell. It does have lights, but look at it. Look at the arrangement here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me try to get to the front. It's got two giant lanes over there. We're in a lane. There's a lane there. There's a lane there. There's a lane there. There's a lane there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lanes. 10 lanes come together in this retarded mass. Look at it. And I don't mean that in the holy sense of mass. I mean I'm talking critical mass, nuclear. We've got the light, but as you can see, it doesn't quite matter. Maybe I'll use this garbage man as my... No, I'm going to slip through the hole. Yeah. Through the hole, baby. High school... We've got the light, baby. And... I tend to go slow, not because my bike is slow. It's decent, it's 110. It looks crabby, but the engine's fine. I go slow because it just adds to your survival percentages. I tend to go slow with the understanding that occasionally I may need to go fast. And so I save it. Out of the way, buddy. That's something they do. Look at that. Looking at his fucking phone when he's... You see that? Sending text messages, driving one-handed. That's a great one. You've got an appetite for giant cars, fancy cars, Land Rovers, Lexus, Hummers. In fact, I see more of them here than I do in the States. They don't know. Hello, monk. They're the only sane ones in this thing. They're walking and they're monks. I was going to say, driving through Phnom Penh traffic is like the dance of the sugar plum fairies, but it's not. It's more like dance of the sugar plum mongoloids. Me being one of them, I guess. Yeah, out of the way, baby. There you go. Look at this car, man. It's look at it. Let's get up to it. It's a government car, by the way, with a green license plate. It's called an Alphard. Look at the name on it. And I have an inkling. See that? ALFPHARD. I have an inkling to change the first couple letters, so it spells. You guessed it. Luckily, this is near the end of the term. Today we're watching final video projects. Interview with an old person, documentary interview. Oh, I'll make the green light now. Blew it. And go ahead. Scripted scene number 2. Out of the way, man. I'm on this side. And I squeeze my ass through here. I hope. Yes. Gracefully. And watch this guy. Through there. Ace of spades. 3 of clubs. Queen of hearts. What about this guy? Position. There they go. There we go. Around him. Okay. Still the same commute, buddy. Still the same one. Baby needs new shoes. Let me make sure it's still rolling. Hold on. Yep, it's still going. Okay. Good for you, camera. Good for you. Same commute, folks. Real time. No sleight of hand. Another thing they love to do is they'll swoop out from a side street without looking, like motorcyclists usually. They'll come out at full speed and swoop right out and maybe take a right turn and expect others to see them and mold their traffic around them. And I would never place my faith in the other drivers in this environment. I mean, why don't you turn your head? It swivels. It swivels on a stalk. Why not use it? I can't figure that out. I don't know. I got to get around this retarded truck. Oh man, how can I get around it? Can we? Yes. No, it's going to be a challenge. There's another one right here. Look at that fucking thing. Okay, we're all going left, baby. say, hey, why are you out there? Why aren't you teaching in the States? Well, you know, I was looking heavily for work in the States. Media, teaching, tutoring, just about. I was doing substitute teaching in New York for a while. That was a lot of fun. I don't know if you heard the news, but there wasn't a lot of, the economy in the States melted down and splintered. It's just pure shite. So I go to the fast developing ASEAN region and get work here. I don't care. I mean, I have fond memories of America when it's working out right, when the system is working well, and my family and friends, but I don't have fond memories of me scraping to pay my rent and you know, eating cheap groceries all the time. You know, scraping all my money together to make movies and try to get grants, which don't exist for a quote-unquote regular white guy like me, right? I'm just a wealthy regular white guy full of privilege. You should have told me that when I was living in a residential hotel in San Francisco. Of qualifying for food stamps, going to the library every day to send out to go to networking events and CV resume writing workshops and all that shit. So at this point, I go where the work is. Hey! Nice. Just the tip for taking turns here, for driving, always don't make a sudden turn. You make a long, slow arc so everyone can see what you're doing. Wave your arm ferociously. Put on the light. Look. If I had a flare gun, I'd shoot out flares. Maybe I'll get some Roman candles. Still on the commute. How about that? This guy smells like he's going to try to turn right. I have to make sure he doesn't. You get a kind of a sixth sense. You can kind of feel when they're... You get this, your hairs on your arm kind of stick up when you feel like you feel they are going to get the notion to turn right into your lane. I don't know where it comes from. You kind of feel it. And I beat my horn before they turn. Right when I intuit it, I'll beep. And usually I'm right. Where's Mr. Breadbasket? Okay, Domino's Pizza. So you do have all the great developments of Western science and the Renaissance here. You've got Domino's Pizza, you've got Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm still commuting. You see that? I've got a 3-hour class. I do this commute. Hey, you're such a lazy ass. You're sitting around in Cambodia drinking beer. No, I'm not. I'm fucking working, man. It's a globe now. It's an internet-encrusted globe, and if you need to go somewhere else to work, God bless you. I don't take any handouts. I vote. I worked at the U.S. Embassy. I did my patriotic duty. Don't give me any fucking lip. All right? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Stay on target. Almost there. Stay on target. Almost there. Bombs away. It's a hit. Negative, negative. It just impacted on the surface. Good. Now I'm here. That's basically the end of my commute. Yeah. Park, get some water, decompress for a minute. That's it, baby. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? That's so much fun. Let's do it again. That was it. That's my ride. That's my commute. 6 times a week. That. So, it's invigorating to say the least. Sometimes it's like adrenaline producing. Sometimes it's hair raising. Anyway, I'm Mr. J. Hope you enjoyed this video here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. I gotta go in now, get ready to teach motion graphics and video. Actually, today we're learning the 180-degree rule, over the shoulder. Okay. That's right. Only the best. I made it. So I'm in the classroom. This is not really a vlog. This is just for my friends, so you can see what I do and what I don't do. I'm a half hour early. I'm here to prepare my lesson. Drink a cup of coffee with Bugs Bunny. Oh my God. It's gonna be good, right? Yeah. You want to introduce yourself? What is your name?
My name is Isaac.
Isaac. And where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria in Africa.
Okay, wow. You're a long way from home, like me.
Yeah, so long.
And?
Name is Victor from Cambodia.
From Cambodia.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where we are. And?
My name is Panya, and I come from Cambodia.
Oh, wow, okay. And they're making their storyboard for a simple 180-degree matching action exercise. Here's 2 more team members. Wow. What are your names?
My name is
Bunhor?
Yes.
Wow, where are you from?
Cambodia.
Also Cambodia?
My name is Pitu.
You too?
Yeah.
And?
I'm from Cambodia.
Yeah, and what are you working on?
Storyboard.
So they're making a storyboard, folks. Okay, so they're out here shooting now. Their 180-degree rule practice. Let's see it. Let's see what's going on. Pardon me. All right. Let me go down and check on them. See how it is. See how it's going. Excellent, excellent.
From here. Get master. Listen.
Are you the director?
Yeah.
All right.
And 1, 2, 3.
That's it? Okay, now we go edit. Let's go, boys. Going to edit. How's it going?
Fine. It's cool.
Good. intensely focused now. There we go. .180 180-degree rule action. Because already some people are 2 weeks behind.
What are you doing, dude? Hey, give comment in the
What I
comments.
will do is maybe we'll have an extra project for people to get bonus. New assignment, bonus assignment, chase scene. Short movie with chase scene. No car or moto. Like we saw before. Interview with the old person.
Hi.
Yeah, that's why it's called old person.
Speak English, please.
Because it's... So now we're looking at chase scenes. Right? Yeah, boy. Everyone's busy? Working hard? Right? Working on video?
Yeah.
I see you working on typography, man.
Just show him about the photo.
Is this your new project?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Everything okay?
Yes.
Did you brainstorm with Roth about your chase scene video?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the chase scene?
He said next week.
Brainstorm next week? Brainstorm this week. Now we're trying, these guys are trying to figure out the story. Who has the story? Everyone's thinking, everyone's working so hard. Good. Yes, everyone's staying busy? Everyone busy?
Yes.
Good. Okay, good. Now we have it on camera. Everyone's so busy now. Good. What are your comments about the course? Enjoy or do...
I love it. I really love it.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
What?
I love media.
We're studying a chase scene today. This is the bonus project. Because some people are finished and some people are not. So we're doing it as a bonus. Right? Are you ready? Not?
Not yet.
Good old Buster Keaton. Good?
Yes.
Just checking. Ah, The Chase. Classic student film exercise. 1 more hour left today, then I head back. It's time to hit the road. There's one of my students smoking a cigarette. Okay. Sometimes I see them vaping. What can I say? See you later. There he goes. Oh. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the day. Now I'm going to ride back. It's 4:45. Keep the camera rolling so you can see what the rush hour type traffic is like. It's pretty hairy. I don't know if the camera will last the whole way. I forgot to charge it during the day. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Okay, let's go, man. Back. The commute back. This is essentially the reverse of what I did this morning. Here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, leaving after the motion graphics video class is done. You met the students, and yeah, let's head back. Good. I think maybe the angle is different this time. I've got it on a narrow field of view. Yes. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. Fuck. Didn't get out. It's like popping out into the traffic is a challenge sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Now we're out. Here, let's go. This is it. Just mosey on back, avoiding the pitfalls and the bumps in the road and whatnot. This is the commute I do 6 times a week. Pardon me. And I try to just, let's take it easy, see what happens. Maybe nothing spectacular, but you never know. God, I was so, someone, look at this, they passed without even fucking, there we go. I got so hungry. So here's a guy who's... I'm okay with gas. Gas is pretty cheap, about $1 a liter. And this bike is light. $2 worth of gas lasts me a few days. That's one thing America could learn from about the light motorcycle. I think if the light motorcycle like these were introduced widely into America and they weren't stigmatized as like nerd-like mopeds. You know, a moped is different than these things, right? These are light motorcycles. And I've seen some amazing rigs done up. Incredible hauling done on these things. You could do half of the cars in America could be converted to light motorcycles. You could still get away with it, with, you know, putting a little trailer on the back. You know, it would be so much better for the environment, for the economy, they don't cost that much. As you can see, most people, they zoom through that gas station there, which is, I guess they think they're getting a shortcut, but it doesn't really cut off that much time. It just adds to the danger. You'll see heading back, traffic on the way there is lighter. People are at the end of the day heading out here, which is like essentially the suburbs. And relatively fewer people heading into town. I've got to get my laundry. when I get there. They'll try to squeeze in sometimes. They'll move it right, this is another motorcycle, they'll move right over as if you're not even there, expecting you, I can go in there, expecting you to just yield magically, even when you, fuck, okay, we got a left turn, even when you've got like a truck next to you. Sometimes they'll move in as if you're supposed to magically not be there. And I just, sometimes I actually stick my arm out like a Heisman. And as they get closer, I push them away. This is another motorcycle, not a car. I'll just, I'll push on their shoulder. I'll say, get the fuck away. I won't push them off their bike. I'll stick my hand out until they make contact with it, and then they realize, oh shit, I'm getting too close. I do that fairly frequently. So, here we go. Only thing in this neighborhood is there's a international school that lets out around this time. And everybody drives their big truck or car to pick up their kids, blocking traffic all the way. Okay, he made his move. I gotta make my move. It's hard to get around this guy. He's gonna, there, see the kid? That guy just blocked off all the traffic. Luckily, I could sneak around. I mean, the pedestrian has a right to cross. I'm saying they drive their massive SUV, pull up halfway onto the side of the road, and with one person inside, and stop with their lights blinking. Everybody else has to stop. There's another one of those little buggies I was telling you about, the Pass app, like a hybrid motorcycle car type thing. Useful. So it's funny, America could get more light motorcycles like they have here, but these guys want to get more bigger luxury SUVs and Land Rovers and stuff, especially for their tiny road infrastructure. The bigger cars are not always better. I mean, I've seen these, blocks and blocks of traffic stuck there when we can sneak in and amongst them, as has been seen earlier. Coming up now to the worst intersection in the world. We saw it earlier this morning. It's essentially the clashing rocks of Greek mythology, the Scylla and Charybdis, or however it's pronounced. Again, notice there are 10 lanes of traffic converging in this. Look at this, and look at how they're weaving. I'm going to try to go in the middle, this cluster right here. This is like a knob, this group. But like they're going that way, they're going that way, they're going that way. Soon we'll have the signal. Not that it matters. We have to stay in a pack, as you can see, stay in a group. So stay in formation, and you'll make it. And they're all waiting over there. Okay. Again, it wasn't too bad. And see if I can get around some of these little guys. Okay, wait a minute. Around him. Okay. Generally, I try not to go too fast because, like, retards like that will swoop right out. A kid like that, for example, see him? They have no helmet. They swoop in and around and cause tons of mayhem. No regard for the flow of the road. Okay. Now, I could cut through the Watt, but I'm not going to, out of respect. I'll take a right here. This is that little alley with the laundry in it that we saw earlier this morning, which amazingly connects this semi-major road with the other major road. Look at this little ragtag alley, cart pushing person, 2 little lanes of traffic connecting 2 major arteries. We're caught in the little alley. Nothing we can do. This is the equivalent of an artery nearly plugged up with cholesterol. Let's see if I can get through here. Yes. Oh, yeah. I made it. Okay. Stay in formation. Watch out. I'll just stay in formation. This guy. Right. We got it, baby. Ooh, she's cute. Oh. Nice hair. Really nice hair, man. Wow. Really pretty. Too bad she's not wearing a helmet. See that? Now here comes the guy. He's like the Magi. There's a guy here. I don't know if he's just very happy or if he's crazy. He's a little batty, and he likes to direct traffic. He wears an orange vest. I don't think he's been hired by anybody. I think he just does it freelance for his own amusement. And I'm going to see if we can get up close to him. Here he is. Can I get up close? All right. Susade. Looks by. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Basin Tot Roop. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye. I'm just gonna. Okay. I made a detour to see the Magi. Let me go back because that road's too dusty. It'll dust up the camera. Yeah. Oh yeah. He is the Magi. I am the Eggman. Okay, so this is the filled-in lake again, folks. This is new road. It reminds me of, say, like Albuquerque, like a building development in Albuquerque. One of the few really wide open roadways in the heart of Phnom Penh, and I love to just milk it, relax on this one for a while, because we get back into the city up ahead, it's going to be a little hairy again. Again, I'm commuting back. This is Mr. J, commuting back from teaching at the art college, teaching motion graphics and video. This is my afternoon commute. Heading back. I'll try to make the light. Watch out though, nobody watches the lights. Okay, I made it. I'm going to stop in a minute and check the camera, make sure it's still going. Let me just get through that. I'll stop over here, hold on a second. A little bit. Get a little bit. Hold on. Is it going? Check it. I have to sort of loosen it. Yes, it is. It's still going. Battery is pretty low. By the way, this is one of the few wild areas in Phnom Penh. It's just, cattails and bushes. A lot of people, guys, tuk-tuk drivers, etc., myself included, we love to stop off here and take a leak in the cattails or along the roadside, because this is one of the few places where you get to cut loose in nature, and that's arguably like a biological urge of mankind, man at least. You see many guys stopped off here taking a leak just for kicks. It's because my theory is because it resembles nature slightly, with the bushes there, the cattails, that sort of thing. Coming up now on the end of this bit in the middle of Phnom Penh. I'm debating whether I should go down Monivong and go to the audio shop now or later. I also need to get my laundry. We'll figure that out. Now we're back in the city. This is Monivong coming up here. You know, just for the sake of it, I'm going to try to make it all the way back. And shit. Just because Monivong traffic is probably really crappy now. I mean, this is going to be, when we have the green light, like getting through that is going to be a challenge. Crossing the road. How are we going to do it? It's good. Maybe I'll do it. I'll go right. I'll go to the audio shop. This is a major road here in Phnom Penh. This is Monivong. And I normally try to avoid it. I don't think it's the peak yet of rush hour. There's an audio shop where I want to get this harmonizer, see if they can order it from Boss. There's also an adapter I want. This guy's going to try to turn. Look at him. That's a common one. That's the one where they think you're made of butter and that you'll just magically disappear. I wonder if this is a mistake. How can I get out of it now? This is a mistake. I can't go back either. Sony Service Center, that's good to know. Okay, let's see. They have buses here now. You can kind of see it up there. This is shitty. This was probably a mistake. Maybe I'll take a right and get back onto the roadway we were on and loop around. See if I can follow these guys. Yeah. Maybe. Okay. Whatever you do, don't make sudden movements. Go slow. This guy's turning, luckily. Okay. Shit. I should have turned. This bus is fucking us up. Can we go on the sidewalk? Let's see. Here's a guy. Here's a little gap. Question, can I sneak through that hole? It's better to go around, I think. Let's go around. Okay. Made it. I think up here is the right-hand turn to the audio shop. And here's a guy waiting on the sidewalk. I'm going to go on the sidewalk. Around him. Okay. Whoa. Motherfucker. How dare you get in my way as I drive down the sidewalk? I don't know if this is the one. Yeah, I gotta go right here. Get to the audio shop. But now we're on the road again. I'm gonna take a right. I'll be back here. Go ahead, man. Go on. Go ahead. Aye, aye, aye. Okay, it's up here. HS Pro Audio Plus. And let's see. Got any action? I'll just leave it parked. Pause. Thing. Go. Da 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 dum, da 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 da. Great fish. Good. I go back home now. Okay. Bye. They didn't have it. Well, no. The overseas guy needs to ask him again. Anyway, what the hell? Oh. State of order falling into disorder. How can I get through here? Is there a hole? Let me find the hole. This guy's going, he's closing the hole. Go ahead. Right. I need to go left, make a U-turn, or they won't let me, I'm not sure. The cops sometimes take offense. I could do a U-turn here. Not supposed to, there's a sign. I'm going to though. Oh. Okay. Cutting through the market. Central market area. Cutting across now. Did not have the harmonizer pedal, vocal effects pedal I was looking for. I might have to. Hey, look, Mexican food in Phnom Penh. Yes, it's true. I remember a decade ago, it was very rare to find stuff like that. In fact, when I first came here, there were no hipsters. There was one wine bar called Ruby's Wine Bar. Oip, oip, oip. They did it. They did it again. Thinking they're going to just mush into me. There was one wine bar named Ruby's Wine Bar. Excuse me. And there were no hipsters. Just at Ruby's Wine Bar. And Ruby Wine Bar is gone now. And now there's a wine bar basically on every corner. Tons of hipsters. See, I just don't have the right hipster costume these days. My hipster days were back when I was in the Lower East Side in New York. This guy, what is he fucking doing? Go ahead, man. Now he's going to turn left. Look at this retard. He gets to the right side. Then he's going to turn left. He has no clue what the fuck he's doing. No idea. He's just, I don't know. God love him. I don't have any hipster costume anymore. I gave that all away after I left Venice Beach, San Francisco, and the Lower East Side in America. I had enough of the hipsters. But they have definitely poured into Phnom Penh. There's entire streets dedicated to them. Oh, guy. And we probably won't see any hips. Watch it, dumbass. We're not going to see any on this. There aren't any hipster enclaves on this route back home. There's some girly bar enclaves when I go to get my laundry. Don't go too fast, man. Keep it low and slow. Can you see I keep my thumb on the horn? See my right hand? I keep a hand on the brake. I keep a thumb on the horn at all times, and I keep my right foot hovering on the rear brake. Watch it, and that just enables you to to react with the speed you need sometimes in terms of braking, horn, whatnot. My bike has an excellent engine, and mechanically it's great. It's kind of beat up looking now. After I lent it to Miss Ron, who's quite poor. When I went to work in Myanmar, I was working there for a year, as I mentioned earlier. Oh shit, I can't make the turn. I could have done it. Can I do it now? Yeah. Dumbass. I lent it to her for a year, this bike I'm riding, and it was beautiful at the time, and I got it back. It was completely dinged up. It had wiped out. The back rack was ripped off. And I don't know, it used to be such a beautiful bike. Here's a classic cyclo driver, as you can see. They're still around. And they're great for cyclo drive. Oh, that was the street I needed. Shit. Cyclo drivers are great for carrying lots of items from the market. I need to make a U-turn here. I'm just going to, yeah. Making a left is tough. These guys fucking swoop out of nowhere. Okay, Yui. Cyclos are great for hauling lots of items from the market, for example, because you can pile a tremendous amount of cargo into them. And they're very strong, and they'll slowly glide back home to where you're from. And I gotta go right here. This is where my laundry is. This is a girly bar street. This is Street 172. It's evolved into a real, just full, restaurants, girly bars, lots of that stuff. Here's my laundry place. Let's see if it's been about 5 days. I hope it hasn't been too long. After this, I'm done. Nothing else. I'll just be back home. So pause it. Okay. This is Street 178. I spent many a moon on Street 178. I lived at a place up here. Fuck. I lived up here for 2 years. I lived back the other way towards the FCC for 2 years. I guess that's the human condition, is everyone's running around. Yes, we all think it's so important. I'm not saying what I'm doing is important. I'm just saying that I don't want to waste time. I don't mind waiting a reasonable amount of time, but just I've waited a week to go get that laundry because I've been too busy to swing by. And I swing by, I wanted to get it, that's all. Nobody cares. If you're wealthy already, it definitely helps. If you're not wealthy, then gathering that bit of startup cash can be challenging. I'm someone I'm pretty conscientious, pretty aware of what's going on, hard worker, and it was challenging to make it in the States. Just making a living was, and also finding the time for personal development. If you're always on the treadmill, running, it's very hard to develop yourself. Oh shit, they've got the street blocked off. Look at them. Why? How do I get down home now? How do I do this? I have to go around. That's typical. The police have it blocked off. Okay. I'm going to turn around. I don't know why they've got it blocked off. That's the Royal Palace ahead of us. There's no way to go around. Oh, maybe I can. This is Theakyom. There we go. Yeah, Theakyom. Oh, it wasn't blocked off. Someone's funeral. This is the other thing. They have someone's got a giant funeral here. In the next couple days, it's going to be here. See the ghost? The ghost hanging from the pole? It's a funeral spirit, and it's going to be massive. Probably some guy connected with the police or military. Whoa! I thought the road was completely closed off. It wasn't. It's just my overreaction. And now see, we're just about back where we started this morning. Actually, at noon. At noon. Near Wat Moto. I'm going through the red light because no one else can move. And shit, look at this. It looks like there's an accident or something blocking the road up here. I've got to make a left. There is a tiny alley I can go through to get around this. Yeah. I'm so close. Let me try going through the tiny alley. Go up here. Take a right. Just turning. Go ahead. Go. Go! God. It's not even started. Now I'm going to turn right. I'm going to loop around through a tiny alley and be back at where I started this morning, assuming this is my commute. You see? But hopefully we make it. Okay, the light's green. Let's see what we got here. Come on, buddies. Come on, friends. Just let me get up to the light and turn right. Let's look at this. That's what I mean. Giant SUV. I bet it's got one person inside. See what I'm saying? And the reason they do it is they want to show off. Show that they're wealthy now or whatever. It defies all common sense. Except I do know that anecdotally, a lot of middle-class people are starting to not take their cars anymore because they take so long to get through traffic, and they're reverting back to motorcycles. I need to go right here. Maybe this guy will get out of the way. There's the buffalo meat again. See that? This is the alley. Hopefully we'll make it through here. Loop around to the back to my house. Okay. All right. Ah, shit, my laundry's falling out. Just gotta get through. And back out to more traffic. Holy shit. At least we made it almost all the way. Look at this. This is incredible. I just have to squeeze in here to the right. Okay. Almost there. My house is just up there. Can we get through? Oh, it's just retarded. Can I go left? Let me get into the left here. Here, I'm going to squeeze in here, and then I'm done. Da-da, da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-dum, dum-da-dum, da-dum. Yeah. Okay. Hey, buddy. How are you? Remember me? You sweet baby. My sweetheart, see? Knows me. You sweetheart. The neighbor's cat downstairs. Okay. Let me go back. We're done. We're done. There you go, you see the commute. Deal with. And we're back. There's the Watt. Let me just shit. Through that traffic. Okay. Okay, that's it. Some fun, right? Fun. Fun!